This pretty good coverage is brought to you by Power Grip, the official retail partner of the European Pro Tour.
Welcome back to MDG Media's coverage of the Nokia Open 2023. This is the fourth stop on the European Pro Tour. We are here for the round one back nine MPO feature card. Andrew Gum here in Disc Golf Stream Studio, and I'm joined by the one and only Tomi Tikko.
Hello, Andrew. How you doing, man?
Very good, very good. Great to have you along with me in the booth.
Thank
Pleasure.
you.
The front nine was a ton of fun. There we see what happened.
That was fun.
Talakainen off to a flaming hot start. And yeah, a couple guys on our card playing pretty well.
You can see a couple other names.
Jensen and Mauri. Yeah.
Yeah, they on the tree,
famous
Andrew.
Guys. Yeah, get right into it on the back nine, hole 10, R4, 179 meters. OB on this left side, and there's a Mando on just right of that tree that you see there on the right. Quite a low ceiling and rolling hills here. Forehand plays well, roller or backhand turnover will get you into position somewhere around here so you can have a really low ceiling approach shot into a narrow green. Beautiful hole. Bit of a long walk from 9 to here, so you get a little bit of time to think about what's happening and get your back nine started off with hopefully a birdie, but not an easy one. Averaging 4.13, so right in the middle of the pack as far as difficulty goes. 20% of the field getting birdie, 26% bogey or worse. Now we're slinging a forehand off the tee, and it's shaping up real nice. Gets up on the hillside. Should have a pretty nice looking tunnel shot up to the basket.
You can throw whatever you want to, but just leave yourself to on that hill where his Mauri disc landed. So the second shot is open more. And the roller action from Hjalte, and he went to right. Oh, and he found a B.
Yeah, it got a little squirrely and kind of turned over a little bit too quickly. He's up on the road, OB, so. Nice low power forehand from Jensen Nieminen.
This sidearm is common play here. More than backhand, I would say.
Shapes up pretty nice.
Shapes
better. Move left to right, and that kind of opens up the second shot, doesn't it?
For sure.
This one's seemed a little early, but it works out perfect. Yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
Even a little further than the others.
This is the early for far away, yes. Oh, a little high from Hjalte. These trees, this hole is amazing. These trees are like planted perfectly with those branches. The second shot has to be so low that it's like it's hard to throw that low and trust your disc to throw that low.
Yeah, you really got to keep the nose down and get it just low enough to stay off the ground. But there you see that ceiling coming into play. Fights through pretty well, gets him to circle 2, but it is a very low ceiling, isn't it? And it's kind of a down slope, so it's hard to like really shape that shot.
This is good strategy from the knee. Get nice skips. Oh, and just inside the circle, I think. About 10 meters.
Yeah, really nice ground play on the forehand shot. Skips it up to the circle's edge. Hjalte approaching nicely. Seems a little upset though. Not the way he wanted it to go on this one. Gonna be a bogey, unfortunately. Chance for a highlight for Mauri. Tickles chains left side, but he's never off by much.
That was close for sure. And here we're looking up. Oh, a little low. Oh man. Little hard to Aapo.
Yeah. I guess he's coming out from deep in the bushes there. We don't even see him, but
yeah, I was thinking yes from where. Almost hit it, but just jumped from the cage.
The invisible man. It was pretty close. Caught the chains and tickled off the nubs, but unfortunately not able to get it in there. Aapo cleaning up his par. So just the one bogey from Hjalte. No birdies on this one today for our feature card anyway. This is a beautiful gap here. Hole 11. Really tight one. You got to get under this last branch there that's overhanging. Something, good shots will get you out here into the open. And then you'll have a look at the basket. Big, beautiful guardian tree protecting it. Basket elevated and perched on the edge of this runaway sloping green. Beautiful hole. Really love this one. They're all great on this course, but when you get to here, it's just hard not to look around and soak it up. Beautiful lush green meadow and very peaceful spot.
And there's many changes from last year. For example, this hole wasn't elevated last year, so it's more tricky, harder. Players are better, so have the TD and everyone have to find a way how they can make the course harder for the players.
Yeah, they got to keep challenging the best players who continue to improve.
Yeah, exactly.
And so they've added a lot of difficulty with that elevated basket, and they pushed it back a little bit, so now it's on the edge of that kind of drop off. It's hard to get it close and kind of scary to run the putt if you're circle's edge or beyond.
And the gap you see here is like 6-5. Oh, it went really far left.
Yeah, kicked hard left. Now he's going to have to use the other fairway of hole 10, kind of sneak up the back door.
Yeah, I was telling that.
Scramble.
I was telling that the first gap, the players try to hit is about this 5-6 meters wide. So those are like really hard to. Oh.
Yeah, and it's a little bit low ceiling as well with that one branch that kind of comes into the line. That was a good upshot.
Yeah, man, so many reactions. So many reactions. I can't react to everything. I want to keep talking about everything I have in my mind, but there's so many things to say that, yeah. Let's go with that.
You're doing good, man. Life comes at you quick.
Yeah, the nice. Now, yes, it's coming. There's so many things.
Well, this almost gets all the way up there, but catches that right side stuff and knocked down.
A little too deep from
you. Think he'll run that putt? Pretty scary.
Oh, yeah, but if you want to win, you have to run those.
Totally. Oh, Mauri hits the base. He just skipped it, and it hit that barrel that the basket is elevated on.
You see the happiness
approach.
You see the happiness of his face. Little smile.
Yeah.
Feeling it. Oh, man. And here he is.
There's that putt we were talking about for Jesse. Of course, he's running it. Oh, front cage. Stays put, luckily. Almost had it.
Yeah, that's clean. Ooh, and birdie start for Aapo. Nicely. We have been waiting for that.
Yeah, that's his first birdie of the round. He was just a little off on the putting green and a little slow start. I think he had some nerves dealing with, but good to see him get on the board with a nice birdie here on 11.
But really good from Aapo that he didn't get any big numbers like doubles and triples. He just simple bogeys, little mistakes, but anyways,
yeah,
good.
That's how you do it on this course. You don't want those mistakes to compound. The strokes add up pretty quickly, don't they? If you can just take a few bogeys here and there, that's not too bad on this one. Especially on, the last hole was 4.13, a lot more difficult than in the past. But there was 23% birdies, so you really got to score, as much as you can. But if you're too aggressive, the course can really bite you. So, hole 12, a little bit different this year. They backed the tee pad up a little bit and moved it to the right, so it's slightly different shape. 115 meters downhill a little bit, across a creek. Shapes up pretty nice for the really powerful forehand. Otherwise, you can try to throw a laser straight backhand shot with a little bit of turn. Power forehand from Mauri, that D2, and gets it to skip right up into circle one for another routine birdie. Oh, up way early with that release. That's bad. Big trouble, isn't it?
Yeah, after birdie, he was kind of, I don't know. Oh man. Well, I hope it didn't went too deep.
Didn't look good.
And yes.
Yes, a beautiful forehand ace run.
Ooh.
Okay, nice one. Comes up just short. Pin high, about 5 meters left. Could be a birdie. Here's that turnover line. Kicks something. Fights all the way through. He's on the other side of the creek, but pretty far out of birdie range. Going to take a huge highlight to get it up and in from there. It's a little bit uphill, about 30 plus meters. Aapo has to just pitch out. He was deep.
He was, yeah.
Now he's throwing 3 from way back. Kind of a nightmare on this hole. It's averaging 2.95, so when you want to get 19% birdies, just 13% bogey or worse, but looks like Aapo's going to join that bogey club on this one.
Oh man, I hit double on this.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, man, I wasn't even deep like Aapo, but I don't know, something happened with my gameplay and I did everything wrong. Missed the putt.
Everything fell apart here.
Yeah,
Oh, no.
I got double. Not as like this guy. Birdie after birdie. Mauri Villmann 5 under. Jensen, Nieminen.
That. Yeah.
Wait.
Got birdie on the back. Nice one. Yeah, this isn't one of the holes you want to have a big blow up on, because from here you move into the really tough holes in the arena stadium part of the course.
Yeah, this is like last easy-ish hole. So, you know,
easy-ish, yeah, exactly.
Easy-ish hole, yeah. So ending this with double, I was, you know, try to get myself together to get this next hole.
Yeah, try to bounce back on this very difficult hole 13, par 4, 201 meters, way downhill off the tee, very tight landing zones. You can try to play it safe and land it short, or you can try to push across this OB river and get yourself out here in the open. And if you do, then it's much easier to attack for birdie. You can attack for birdie from the layup zone as well, but it's a very technical second shot, quite risky. But really unique hole, very beautiful hole, but very demanding. This one can wreck your round if you're not careful.
You see from the flags, little headwind.
Yeah, and Mauri's trying to push it across, but doesn't make it all the way. He's going to be OB. Nice looking forehand, but wants to stay out of that stuff on the right.
Oh, he's
safe.
Yeah, but he went into the bush on the, you see the trees and the bush on the center. So he went there. He went there.
Not where you want to be, is it?
No, and
hard to.
Hjalte with the big turnover, he's safe. Oh, he's safe, man. He's looking for easy birdie. Kind of.
That was a really nice tee shot. Yeah, he got all the way up there.
Oh, this is looking too much left. Oh, but he hit the.
Oh,
he kicks the stick, man.
Was that the OB stick? Yeah. Lucky day.
You know,
it's that stick and it saved him.
Home course, man. Prodiscus course.
Yeah.
Prodiscus player.
Yeah. Course has got to give love to the locals, right?
For sure.
That was a big break, hitting that stake and coming back safe. And yeah, nice position there.
You see, yes, in middle of.
Yeah, there you see Yessie. Deep.
He went too deep.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's a mistake from Jesse. Very tricky shot from Mauri here, trying to spike in a hyzer forehand. Oh wow, what a high level shot.
How he do this? He
Just
keeping
dropped
this
it.
like every shot, everything, man.
Good. He's so dialed, isn't he? Like everything's just working. It seems like he can't do wrong. Hjalte with the easy birdie. Nice one. Yeah, like he made this hole look pretty easy, didn't he? It's averaging 4.72. So third most difficult on the course. Only 13% birdies all day. So Hjalte made it look really easy there. Aapo for birdie.
For par. Oh, for birdie.
Nice one.
Oh.
Yeah. He was safe because he hit that stake and then he got up and down.
Yeah,
Back there.
what a birdie.
That's a great birdie.
He's getting it back. After a slow start, he's showing his skills, man.
Yeah, he's picking up the pace, and I think he's finally starting to feel more comfortable with the cameras and everything. I think he was dealing with some pretty heavy nerves that front nine. Nice to see him settle in and start to score well. Mauri with an insane par save from where he was. Such a high-level shot to have that kind of accuracy from, throwing up high like that with the spike hyzer forehand.
No easy
Turning the
shot.
corner and just dropping it. Super tough. Moving on to hole 14. Very unique hole. This one plays with the bunker rule, so if your disc does not land inbounds, you have to throw from the previous lie with no penalty stroke. Strokes can still add up, though, pretty quick if you're not keeping it inbounds. Off the tee, if you're trying to play for the birdie, you want to push it up past the little path that you see. And then if you're playing it safe, you just want to get it inbounds anywhere and then lay it up to somewhere where you can approach the island with ease. But they got that basket tucked in the left corner of the island, which kind of plays with your perception a little bit and makes it a little bit harder to stick that island. It's important to aim for the center of the island and not the basket, or you can end up being just OB on the left side of it, or short, or even long, I guess. Hjalte with a smash, gets a weird reaction on the ground, and that's right on the line. Too close to call, even. Spotter's going to defer to the card. They have to throw a provisional, but it turns out it is inbounds. It was so close that they couldn't really call it one way or the other, so they had to give the benefit to the player.
All
Benefit of
right.
the doubt. Great drive from Aapo. That's right in the sweet spot. He can attack the island from perfect position there.
You see the mud in the middle of the grass.
Yep.
I'll tell you, like, oh, this is too deep. Oh, he hit the disc. Did he hit
That
the?
was huge. He just
Yeah.
trampolined off of that Aapo's disc.
using front disc to get some distance.
Extra couple meters on the bounce. Yes, they squares up that little burst tree in the line. Unfortunate early kick there, but yeah, a tough hole. 4.77 average, so second most difficult.
Oh,
23% birdies, but 49% bogeys or worse. And there were some huge numbers, as you would expect. That's OB for Jesse. He's going to have to throw again. We might have missed his second shot. Here we see the card deliberating over whether or not that Hjalte Jensen drive was safe, and they ultimately decided he was.
good for
They're
Hjalte.
just perfect. Right to the center of the island. Beautifully done. Yeah, this hole, very unique. A lot of history. Usually at least one or two players kind of in contention collapses on this hole.
Oh, you can
The European Open and the Nokia Open, yeah.
you can go so big number on this, because if you're missing with your first disc, you getting second, you're missing, and you're out of your disc what you want to throw.
Yeah, exactly. You have to throw immediately again, and it's always the the best ones are the ones you throw first. So your choices start to dwindle as the more throws you throw, the more your confidence hurts, and the more your disc selection narrows down. So yeah, it can be very stressful, and it can go on for a while. You have to keep throwing until you stick it safe.
It feels
It can
like
be devastating.
there's every round somebody's taking huge number, like 10 on this or 9, 11. You know, you can pretty quick to do that. Plus
Yeah.
plus
sure.
6 on one hole, man. That's frustrating, man. Like, what?
Yeah, that can ruin your whole event. Yeah, just short on the putt from yesterday. It's a special hole in that way. You kind of love it or you hate it, but it's very entertaining for the audience. That's for sure. Provides a lot of drama, lots of entertainment and excitement. But yeah, as a player, it can be pretty frustrating when you're on the, when you're suffering on the end of a big number like that.
Oh, yeah, the
Great putt,
deliveries.
easy birdie.
Aapo has little trouble on the green. We haven't seen his like nailing the putts.
Yeah, just a little bit off. He was catching chains early, and then there's a good stroke. But yeah, it's not his best day on the green, that's for sure. He's showing a lot of what he's made of, though, with the skills. He's definitely got a solid game. A weird reaction there. A little bit high left, but you rarely see Mauri miss from that distance. He just kind of was a little high in the chains, and it flopped off just as easily. Could have stuck, but maybe the wind might have kind of blown it a little bit out as well.
Something like that, because that's not usual to Mauri. I was surprised he missing this putt.
Yeah, it looked pretty good. Just kind of flopped off the edge. Moving on to hole 15, bonus birdie, par 3. It's a long, straight, downhill, 140-meter shot. OB really close on the left side, also on the right and behind. Doesn't come into play quite as much, but it's still, yeah, you have to keep it safe and try to get a lot of distance if you're going to attack for birdie. Otherwise, par is just fine on this one. 3.46 average, so 6th most difficult on the course. Only 4% getting the birdie and no park jobs.
Oh, definitely bonus. Whatever. I think I'm throwing sidearm here because of the slope, and I can reach the basket with sidearm here, but it's not easy. And today's headwind made some really nice work to not getting into the pin.
Yeah, so it wasn't favorable wind for the sidearm. Hjalte just lasers a backhand, and he gets it inside the circle. Coming into this. Oh, let's check Mauri's first. Mauri, way too much hyzer on that D2. That's at risk of going OB. That's out of bounds for sure.
Oh, man.
Rare miss on the forehand from Mauri.
Yeah, he's kind of good at this.
Knows how to do it. This flips up a little.
If
it can come back, it's great, but it seems a bit too wide, maybe.
Yeah, he smoked it definitely, but a little too wide. And I think the headwind is pushing it more, like left turning more to the left. So
yeah,
it
looked like it flipped it up a little bit more than he was hoping for. Look, coming into this feature card, we only had birdies from Eka Kolhi, Gert Erb, Morten Christensen, and Anton Kumpula. But it looks like Hjalte is set to join that exclusive birdie club here shortly. Aapo throwing 3 from the OB, giving it a chance. Nice one. Keeps it close.
That you can't miss. Have you ever seen anybody missing from this distance?
From that tap-in distance?
Yeah.
Not in a competition round.
Okay.
I mean, I've seen people joking around in a casual, but it'd be pretty hard to miss, wouldn't it? You can just kind of reach it in there, right?
Yeah, but how long you have been doing this commentating thing?
Yeah, just over a year. So I've seen some short misses, and it's painful, but they're usually from about 3 or 4 meters.
Okay.
It's kind of hard to miss from like 1 meter, isn't it? I don't think I've seen that.
But
I know I've seen really.
Hjalte did
Oh,
a
yeah, he
miss
got the
from the
birdie for
7
sure.
meters. Yeah, nice birdie from Hjalte. He getting himself back in the business.
Yeah, he's charging. That's a turkey on 3 of the hardest holes on the course. He got all 3 of those in a row.
Oh yeah.
That's fantastic. Great job there from Hjalte. Here we move on to hole 16. This is the iconic hole 18 finishing hole from the European Open, where you see thousands of people lined up in a big stage. Looks like a video game, but here it's just a little bit more calm. Par 4, 213 meters off the tee. You want to get it inbounds and hopefully in position to attack your second shot, but it's pretty far uphill. It takes a lot of power. You need to be in good position and have a good arm to get up there for the birdie.
Did you play?
So here's Hjalte.
Did you play any rounds here?
I played one practice round, and I played 3 rounds here at the Nokia Open last year in the Masters division.
Oh, all right.
But just one practice round. Yeah.
Did you
on this layout?
Do you like
this year?
Do you like the course?
Yeah, I love it. It's punishing for for me, but yeah, I love it. I love playing it. It's so fun, so challenging. Yeah. And I was doing really well until we got into the stadium part, and then I just kind of collapsed on those 13 and 14 kicked me around pretty bad, but then I finished with all pars after that. So.
Oh, that's good.
I'm okay with it. Yeah.
Get any birdies?
But yeah, I love it. No, I didn't during the actual round, but I had we threw hole 17 again, and I parked that one, and then
nice.
With a couple second shots, I was able to park some of the easier holes that I messed up off.
All right.
But yeah, no actual birdies in this case. Last year I got hole 8 every round, which is one of the kind of easier ones, I guess. But nice to get it all 3 days. That's OB on the drive there. A little bit. I think he was trying to clear the corner with that forehand, which takes a lot of power, but just left it a little bit inside. If you want to help support the MDG media, join the Patreon. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so my tea time, nice shot from Mauri. So, well, my team was around 12 o'clock, so I was here about 3 o'clock maybe, and we got wind from left to right. So I think the wind stayed the same, so it takes sidearm a little like tricky, because when you like giving bottom to the disc, of the disc.
Yeah, the flight plate.
Yeah. Exactly. It flies.
Yeah, it pushes it right.
Pushes is more right. So I think we saw that same thing with Jensen and Aapo.
Yeah, so they kind of pushed further right than they were expecting. Hjalte going big here, attacking the pin. A little bit too much hyzer though, and it skips OB. He'll be able to save the par from there pretty easily, but yeah, he would have wanted to continue that birdie streak. After getting those 3 really tough ones in a row, he was in prime position.
Oh, for sure.
Here's Jesse for his birdie, I believe.
No, he went OB, so it's par for him. Yeah, nice safe.
That's right. Yeah.
That's okay. Like if you're going right OB, you know how to throw hyzer. It's kind of easy issue to save the par.
Right, because you're kind of close. You're a little bit further up up towards the basket, and it takes a lot of power to get all the way up there.
For sure. 120 to get to the pin at least.
Yep, that's right. Mauri with a great birdie made that look really easy. Aapo with the unfortunate bogey, and that hole averaging 4.71, so one of those really tricky ones. 4th most difficult. 14% birdies on that.
Oh wow.
Moving on. Yeah. 50% bogey or worse. So that hole can chew you up as well. And it did trip up Teemu Talikainen, who was on an incredible pace. He ended up taking a triple bogey there and dropped off the lead. But hole 17 here is a straight shot, 97 meters, a little bit downhill, blind basket. This is usually hole 1 for the Beast at the European Open. We don't have that kind of gate set up, so a little bit more open off the tee, but it doesn't really change anything. The line is pretty straight. Here, nice slow disc from Mauri, and he's using the ground play to kind of scoot him up to the circle's edge. And that'll work out just fine.
Wow, yeah, I have trouble with this holes. Like, not really trouble, I got par, but it feels like it's easier to get birdie after like those huge par fours and 140 meters par four. You know, you coming to downhill 97 meters hole. It feels like kind of easy pitch shot, you know, throwing like about 80 meters, but not really. This hole is tricky one. The slope is so fast.
It's quite. Yep. Yeah, it's quite touchy, isn't it, to try to get it to settle on that green, and you got to be very deliberate with the line.
Yeah, touchy.
But yeah, it's one you really want to get.
Touchy is really good word.
It's kind of right there, isn't it? Like, yeah, you have to get it just right. This is an unconventional line that we're seeing from Aapo. You rarely see anybody go that way, and it doesn't really work out for him in this case.
Oh, I never seen anybody playing from there.
Me either. That's the first I've seen that. So he's a local guy, so he must know how to make it work. But I would like to see it, and you know, when he gets it through. That approach got a little squirrely. It rolls up nicely to circle's edge, but that's kind of a tough putt from down there. It's uphill, just outside the circle, I think. Yes, he just puts it close. He's a little bit out of position over there. See if Aapo can save his par.
Oh,
another chain out.
Yeah.
So close, but
he wanted that. He wanted that so bad. And Mauri. Wow.
Great birdie. That moves to 6 down on the round. That's gonna get him a spot on the lead card if he can just finish with a par. And a great birdie from Hjalte. He moved, made some great moves on the back nine. Started out a little slow, but birdied some very difficult holes and just got this one. This one's the second easiest on the course at 2.79 average. So yeah, definitely a one you feel like you must get, but then there's a lot of pressure and it is quite touchy, like you said.
Yeah,
34% of the field getting the birdie.
This feels easy only because the other holes is pretty hard.
Yeah, exactly. On like a normal course, that would feel like quite tough, right?
Exactly.
But it feels like a relief once you've been dealing with those stadium holes that are just kicking you around every way.
Oh yeah.
And here we go. Hole 18. This is hole 2 on the European Open layout. It's 114 meters left to right at the end of it. Shapes up great for a power forehand. We see a lot of nice rollers. There's even a backhand turnover. It's kind of, I guess, whatever you're feeling. Shapes up really nice for a lefty backhand. But it's attackable in many different ways. Of course, it's famous for Eagle McMahon attacking it with the left hand, using his offhand to get a 114-meter birdie.
3 after 3.
Very
man.
impressive stuff.
4, man.
You got it every round. Yeah, that's crazy. That's a perfect forehand line from Mauri, and he just parks it.
It's happening
right
for
under the basket.
7 under. What a round from Mauri Villmann. That's what we were expecting from him.
Yeah, he never disappoints, does he? Even when it starts out slow, he still ends up right near the top.
No pro tip.
Just,
in Drip 6 picks, you know, it's so safe to pick Mauri.
Mauri's the man for your fantasy game. Absolutely.
Yeah. And Jensen
can't lose with him.
Yeah. And Jensen just slide inside his circle 2.
Yeah, that was a nice one. Didn't get the kind of flare skip he was hoping for, but he'll have a chance for birdie. This one way inside. Aapo's had kind of a few of those forehands that are just a little bit too early released. And that one's knocked down early, so he's going to have to get up and down from about maybe 60, 70 meters away. Hjalte, his forehand was way low, and I think it stayed safe. His upshot goes a little long. Gonna have a tester putt there to finish his round. Nice sidearm approach from a knee for Aapo. Gets a little bit more ground play than he wanted.
Yeah, fast
work left.
Fast green, so that happens fast. Yes,
unable to connect from circle 2 there.
Oh, nice
There we go.
par. Yeah, nice putt from Aapo at the end.
Yeah, he struggled a little bit on some of those final holes, but yeah, just single bogeys. It didn't totally get out of hand, but I know, great putt from Hjalte. But I'm sure Aapo can do better, and he showed his class. He just wasn't his best day. Maybe he can bounce back tomorrow and make some big moves.
Yeah, in Copenhagen he played last round. He played hot round. I still remember. So he can definitely play better than today.
Mauri Villmann finishes with a turkey. 3 in a row there at the end, and that moves into 7 down. He's in second place. The hot rounds of the day came from Lauri Lehtinen and Mikael Hamme at 8 under par. There you see that top 10 leaderboard, and Mauri right behind them. A little bit of a space between 4th place there, 2 strokes. Christian Kwoksa and Nieminen tied at 5 down.
Oh
Quite a few players at 4. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. Round 1.
That was a good round.
Real joy to have you.
Thank you, Andrew, for having
Make sure
me.
you come on. Yeah, thank you. It's been a lot of fun. Make sure you all come back for round 2. Look forward to seeing you then.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Big thanks to MDG.